And only on 13, a woman claims her therapist turned lover nearly killed her when she tried to break things off.
She says he broke into her apartment and pulled a gun on her. ABC 13's Alex Bazarjian is live after speaking to her about the traumatic experience. Alex?
Jaya Scales says Thaddeus Thornton was counseling her young son through an ADHD diagnosis. She says he then encouraged her to seek help. She says after their sessions, he would make passes at her, and that's when they became intimate. But she said Tolbert was never violent, not until she tried to walk away from the relationship. When she did that, she says she ended up bruised and battered.
How did I get here?
It's a question Jaya Scales has been asking herself since April. That's when she found herself ending a relationship with her therapist turned lover.
He was sitting on the couch, I was sitting at his desk, we were talking, and I just said, hey, I just don't want to continue this, relationship with you, and he snapped.
Thaddeus Tolbert, who Scales says is 6'5" and roughly 350 pounds, allegedly pushed her up against a wall. Then she says he pulled a gun out of his waistband and placed it on the table. All of this taking place at his former office on the Southwest Freeway. Court documents say the two were interrupted and Scales escaped.
Thaddeus Tolbert.
It was what happened later that afternoon that landed the licensed therapist in court.
In this case, the complainant stated the defendant started to choke her out and kissed her while doing so.
Over time, Scales grew suspicious of Tolbert and believed he was seeing another woman, and that woman had a child on the way. She says it's what prompted Tolbert to return the same day and bust into her apartment. Scales says he was armed and angry.
He pulled out his gun to put it to my head. I pushed it down and he hit it back up so it hit me when he came back up. And then I was just begging him please just leave. Please just leave. Do anything. You can just leave. And he was like, you know what? I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill us. I'm going to kill us both.
Scales says she and Tolbert had a brief struggle over her phone and then he left. He was later charged with aggravated assault and burglary of a habitation. Now in a state of reflection, Scales feels ashamed but compelled to speak out.
I was really caught off guard. I didn't think someone like this could be so capable of this because he's a mental health professional, because he's a therapist, because he's active in the community.
As embarrassed as I am now, I have to do something because I could have died in here with my child.
Scales feeling like Tolbert intended to manipulate her all along, but she's trading in the word victim for survivor.
I feel like after initial guilt, after blaming myself, I want to hold him accountable.
I did speak with Tolbert's defense attorney. He says his client maintains his innocence and they look forward to presenting their case. As far as Tolbert being a practicing therapist here in Texas, it says his license is still active. We did reach out to find out if he's able to see patients, but we haven't heard back.